Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chris the Dom One, and I am back with another video. You know what you got to do: rate, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so they'll let you know when my next live stream or video goes down. Follow me. Go check me out on iTunes. I'm Chris the Dom One podcast. I got 2 episodes already out in the on my program, so just go check it out. Go support those podcasts. I'm gonna have another podcast up. Yo, what's up, dog? I'm gonna have another podcast up sometime later on today. All right, your boy is mad busy, and without further ado, please hit the like button, please hit the notification and subscribe button, and let's get into it. Okay, so Marquise Morris. First, he was going to, sign with the San Antonio Spurs. A funny thing happened on the way to the office in signing the contracts. He basically reneged his commitment to the San Antonio Spurs, and now he's going to the New York Knicks on a 1-year deal. And it's all because he had second thoughts. To me, I felt like he should have stayed with the Spurs because the Spurs are a contender for the NBA championship. Okay, it's not an automatic, but they are still as well as the 6 other teams in the West. They too have an opportunity to compete and contend for an NBA championship. Okay, so he went to the New York Knicks. A lot of people are talking about it, questioning it. Some people think that due to Butler's, his situation where they pretty much had to, sign another big man. People are pointing to that. I'm pointing to this is what I'm thinking. Normally when guys renege and on a commitment is one or two things. Either they had second thoughts and they go back to the team. They normally go back to the team they was once on, and Morris was on the Boston Celtics. Or and these NBA players, they're closer now more than ever. You know, it's not like back in the 90s or 80s where players pretty much don't communicate with other players. And with social media, it's up on a rise, and a lot of these players know one another. It's either that or Morris knows something that's probably going to be coming on the horizon of the New York Knicks. Morris probably know that the New York Knicks are possibly getting someone to their team, and that's going to automatically make their team better and possibly contend for an NBA championship. So like last year, when Kawhi Leonard got traded to the Raptors, and he stayed there for 1 year and got them to to the championship. And I didn't hold this long enough. I feel like Morris knows something, that the possibility of them getting Westbrook to New York City, to NYC. I think and I told you guys yesterday that the possibility of Westbrook a deal being traded, being done sooner rather than later. And I also told you guys, I felt like, to me personally, Sam Presti's going to take his time and probably let this marinate, and Westbrook probably won't get traded until next summer. That was my speculation. And then I speculate it's either next summer or sometime around the trade deadline is the earliest. I've been hearing that Westbrook, as well as the Oklahoma City Thunder organization, including Sam Presti, they want to get this done. And there's also a report out on ESPN.com that suggested that Westbrook wanted to get, Westbrook and Paul George basically went to the organization at 2 different times and basically are demanding a trade out of Oklahoma City Thunder. Westbrook demanded a trade before Paul George. Let that marinate for a second. And this was before Paul George being traded to the Clippers. That's what, I'm hearing. So Morris must know something that suggests that the Knicks are possibly going to get Russell Westbrook. And I told you guys, out of all the teams that's able to trade for Westbrook, even though he wants to go to the main, flexibility to make that deal work. They're probably need a third team to get that done. The New York Knicks have some salary cap flexibility to make this deal done, where it'll be strictly the Knicks and the Oklahoma City Thunder trying to get this deal done. My thing is, I don't think they have pieces that the Oklahoma City Thunder won't. The draft picks, that's one thing, but you're going to have to give up some players to make this deal work. Dennis Smith Jr., they just got him at the trade deadline last season. He was, doing pretty decent. That's probably going to be a dangling carrot that the Oklahoma City Thunder may be interested in, because they're going to need somebody in this trade to, keep people buying tickets. Dennis Smith Jr. is probably going to be traded again. This will be traded again to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder, as well as future picks. I don't know if the Oklahoma City Thunder have an expiring contract, but the New York Knicks have an expiring contract. Excuse me, but the New York Knicks are probably going to be the team that get the services of, I don't know why this dude walking all the way over here. Okay. Probably getting Russell Westbrook. When you normally hear something like this, where a team, a player reneges on a team contract and then winds up going to another team. Well, even reneging on their contract, it's one or two, or that player knows something, particularly when that player signs to a different team. And you got to understand, the Spurs have a better chance of going into the playoffs than the New York Knicks. The Spurs were going to offer Morris more money than the New York Knicks. He's signing a 1-year deal with the New York Knicks. He had a 2-year deal with San Antonio Spurs. He left some money on the table just to join the New York Knickerbockers. So why would he do that? Other than he must know something in the water, so to say, that suggests that the Knicks are going to try to get Russell Westbrook, and it makes perfect sense. Russell Westbrook, when you look at this, Russell Westbrook, makes a hell of a lot of money. So you're gonna have to fit him on a team that has that cap flexibility, and it was either the New York Knicks or the Detroit Pistons. And there's reports out there that suggest that he did not want to go to the Detroit Pistons. Okay, so that was already out the window. So I feel like in 72 hours, you guys are probably going to hear some news, some strong news that either the Knicks are interested in Russell Westbrook and they're trying to work a deal to get Russell Westbrook, or in 72 hours they done traded for Russell Westbrook. So be on the lookout for that in 72 hours. Feel like this deal probably won't get done until Friday. Russell Westbrook wants this to be done real fast, real quick. Sam Presti and Oklahoma City Thunder want this deal done real fast, real quick. So when you got two parties that want to get this deal done real fast, real quick, it's going to get done, folks. It's probably going to get done before the weekend. All right. Now, in other NBA news, Sean Livingston, who was a member of the Golden State Warriors, was waived yesterday, and this is not surprising news. We all knew that he was going to be either waived or possibly being traded, and it's just it's really simple. The Golden State Warriors want to get young. You know, Andre Iguodala was getting old, even though he was still able to perform in certain he was still able to perform, particularly in the playoffs. Sean Livingston is a great veteran presence. Someone to come off the bench, give Steph Curry or whoever or Klay Thompson some rest. Okay, so him being waived, we all knew that was coming. And once he gone through the waiver wire, he's probably going to. Yep, I was getting ready to say that he was probably ready to. He's probably going to the Clippers. I think that's a better fit for him. And the Clippers are just getting better. They're signing the right players. They're not signing the flashy players. They're not signing players that gets them clicks on Instagram or social media. They're signing players that really fit around Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And I feel like them signing Sean Livingston, that's going to be a plus for the Clippers organization. All right. So that's all the NBA news and notes. Dwight, I feel like here's the situation with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is in a situation where big men are not heavily coveted in this era of basketball. I feel like Dwight Howard is in the wrong generation of basketball. If he was in the 80s and 90s, he would have been already picked up. He's probably, he's definitely going to sign a 1-year contract, the veteran minimum. Nobody's not going to put a lot of money into Dwight Howard. Okay, I know a lot of people thought that he was going to go to the Golden State Warriors. I did not see that. Okay, not to say that maybe the Golden State Warriors may throw him a bone and sign him there, but I feel like Dwight Howard, after Morris reneged with the Spurs, the Spurs, they probably going to need a big man. And he may be, the Spurs may be interested in Dwight Howard, but you got to understand Dwight Howard's skill set. Dwight Howard's skill set is like a big man, okay? You can put him down low. He can get second chances. He can defend. He can block. He can rebound. Nothing, the Dwight Howard game is still solid. It's just in this era, it's underappreciated. They want big men that can move the court. I think Dwight Howard has stuff. Okay, I got you. But there's nothing wrong with Dwight Howard. It's just he's in the wrong era. They want big men that can move the court, move the ball, move without the ball. They want them around the perimeter. They want big men to be like, a small forward slash power forward. Okay, and Dwight Howard never had those credentials. Okay, so he's in an era where they don't need that type of big man, and not a lot of teams are going to pick him up real fast, real quick. And I feel like maybe the Spurs may be interested in Dwight Howard. Maybe they'll kick the tires around and explore an opportunity of getting Dwight Howard. But I think it's either the Spurs, and I'm just speculating, maybe the Dallas Mavericks, but I don't see Dwight Howard fitting well with the Mavericks. I mean, really, there's no market for Dwight Howard. All the teams that want those athletic big men that can, that can do what I just got through saying, that can move around without the ball and all that stuff. Those big men have already been picked up. It took so long for Boogie Cousins to get a deal. Some of you guys have to realize that ultimately Boogie Cousins got a deal with the Lakers. Okay, and it took him so long just to get that deal. And it's not it's not like it's a huge deal. Okay, so Dwight Howard. I mean, if you had to hold me to the fire, I really don't think I think the Washington Wizards was the last team Dwight Howard. You saw Dwight Howard. You're going to ever see Dwight Howard, in my opinion. I just don't think there's a market for Dwight Howard. That's just my opinion. Not in this new era of basketball. If you're a Dwight Howard fan, I don't got nothing against Dwight Howard, but I felt like Dwight Howard, he should have stayed with the Magic. Because the Magic, he was in a small market city, and he was with an organization that, saw Dwight Howard for who he was. You was going to build around Dwight Howard with a bunch of shooters. I felt like he should have stayed with the Orlando Magic. And, he probably would have been in the playoffs deep again. And, maybe won a championship. Who knows? When the Orlando Magic played against the Los Angeles Lakers, he had an opportunity to get a chip there. Okay, so I think he should have stayed in the East, stayed with the Orlando Magic. But him bouncing around, and he kept getting nagging injuries, and then you can clearly see, not when he signed with the Lakers, but when midway through the Rockets, when he was under the contract with the Houston Rockets, you could clearly see, he didn't put his whole heart into it. His work ethic changed. He got a little bigger. And I just think he was under the realization in his mind that the money's gonna be there for me. I'm just gonna do this for the money. As far as championship aspirations, I'm not even thinking about that. I think his whole world started crashing when he was in the Houston Rockets, and he was playing alongside James Harden. And when they got bounced out, I mean, he just wasn't the same. It just seemed like you can just look on his face and tell, like, he just said, okay, forget this. This is as far as I'm going to ever sniff an NBA championship. I'm just going to just do this for the money. And then, when he signed with the Wizards, the Wizards wasn't contending. Why would you sign with the Wizards? When you look at Dwight Howard and those other pieces on the Wizards, I mean, they really don't fit. Okay, particularly what they do. Okay, I don't see Dwight Howard being signed to another team, and I feel like the only team that's probably maybe exploring Dwight Howard and probably kicking the tires around is the San Antonio Spurs, because they lost Morris. Okay, he reneged. He signed a 1-year deal with the Knicks, So Dwight Howard possibly going there. Okay. So that's all the news. I'm not even gonna bore anybody on the competition committee and what and they're changing the rules around about instant replay. That's fine and dandy. Uh, but other than that, that's really all the news I can give you guys. But if you was late in the stream, I'm gonna say this before I end it. You heard about Ellis and oh, I finally can be able to do this. Okay, you heard about yeah, but just a little on that last comment that you made. That uh, I heard a little bit about that. Not very familiar about that, but just to let you know, I don't know if you picked. I don't know if you caught my whole stream, but just to sum things up, uh the Morris thing, you need to pay. Everybody needs to pay attention to that. Him reneging with the Spurs and signing a 1-year deal with the Knicks. I think he knows something, and I feel like the Knicks and the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to try to orchestrate a trade to get Russell Westbrook with the Knickerbockers. And I'm not going to go into details on how this is going to work. Clearly, Dennis Smith Jr. is going to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder because they're going to need somewhat of a superstar for those fans who continue to support the team and to buy tickets. Okay, so I feel like Dennis Smith Jr. is going to be part of that deal. All right, it's either Dennis Smith Jr. or one of those young, rookies that they done picked up in the draft recently. They're gonna have to pick up. They're gonna have to get somebody that's going to, where the Oklahoma City Thunder community continue to support them, to continue to go to the arena. And I feel like that deal is probably going to be done in the next 72 hours. I feel like this deal, if and I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, I just don't see the Russell Westbrook deal being done, no later than next summer. But if you read the articles about what Russell Westbrook said and what Sam Presti said, they basically want to hurry up and get this done before the start of the regular season. They don't want this. They don't want another situation like the Anthony Davis deal, where Anthony Davis was. Remember when Anthony Davis was trying to be traded to the Lakers, and they couldn't get it done. So they had to go into the regular season with Anthony Davis. Everybody knew he was going to be traded. Everybody knew he was going to go to the Los Angeles Lakers. So that was, it just didn't look too good, for the Pelicans or the Lakers. And I felt like that deal would have been done real fast when Magic Johnson. I felt like Magic Johnson was trying to finesse the New Orleans Pelicans and try to just give them a bunch of just give them some insignificant players. And I felt like if he would have gave them a better offer, Anthony Davis would have been already a member of the Los Angeles Lakers, and then Magic Johnson would have stayed. Okay, but it is what it is. Hindsight being 50-50. The deal did get done, and I feel like the Oklahoma City Thunder are looking at that, and they're going like, "Yo, we don't want a Anthony Davis situation. We want to hurry up and get this thing done." And I feel like the deal is probably going to be done in the next 72 hours before the weekend. And you're going to probably hear something about either one or two things: either Russell Westbrook being traded to the New York Knicks, or you're going to hear something in the next 72 hours that's going to tell you that both sides are really working hard on trying to get this done. Okay, but I feel like it's probably going to be done in the next 72 hours. Okay, that's pretty much all I got to say today. I don't want to keep keep this string going on and on and on. But guys, comment in the comment section if you was unable to comment in the live stream. I know 90% of you guys watch the re-air instead of the live. Okay, and just comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about what I just said. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Dom One, and I am out. Deuces, guys. Deuces. Peace out to everyone who's been watching.